All right, so first up in this little series about the new Spark 2, we're going to look into the feature that's probably most requested, the looping feature. We're going to check out what it sounds like, what it can do, a little bit of the UI. I'll do my best to show this on camera. And then we're actually going to go through the whole process of making a nice little loop for ourselves and improvising over it for basically endless jamming. So here we are in the Spark app, and you will probably notice a couple of changes right away. We won't go into all of them right now, but among others, you have this new symbol down here, which is for AI-generated content. We'll have a look at that in a different video. What I want to show you today is the looper as the simple looper and the groove looper. So the simple looper works, the way that you would expect. It's just a very simple looper feature. But the groove looper, this is something that I wanted to check out today and let you be part of, because this is actually really cool. You can, up here, you can select different kind of backing tracks, different drum tracks, so that you don't have like a boring metronome. You actually have pretty cool tracks, and you can listen to all of them by just clicking on them, seeing if that's something you like, going through a couple of them, and then, you'll finally select one, and that's the one that you will start hearing with the start of your loop. The cool thing is, while this is going, you can actually go back to your amp settings here. You'll see the looper is now on the bottom of the screen, and you'll now actually be able to change into any other preset that you might want to go for. And of course, that doesn't affect your loop, which it would have with the Spark 40 if you actually put a looper pedal in front of it. All right, so now that we got all of that set up, we'll just jump straight into it. We will do some actual looping here. I'm thinking about 3 different tracks, so we're gonna have some open chords in the very beginning. We'll just play some very nice and clean G, D, E minor, and C major. And then over that, we're going to play a couple of triads in order to embellish that. And then ultimately what we're going to do is we use a major pentatonic to just solo over that, and we can basically keep going forever, keep playing with us forever, and thus improve. So that's actually a pretty awesome feature here on the Spark 2. All right, anyway, let's get straight into it. So this is track number 1. Now what we're going to do is I'm going to select a new setting on my guitar. How about this one? Yeah, that cuts through it nicely. Okay, so we'll jump back into it and I'll start dubbing over it. Now that we got that, let's choose kind of a lead guitar setting here. Picking a bridge pickup this time. Let's see what we can do. Alright, so it's getting really busy here. Let's see if we can cut through all of that noise by soloing over it. All right, so even if you press on the stop button, it'll do a little finish on the drum solo, which is really quite a nice touch. As you can see, endless possibilities, and you can basically just keep jamming until the end of all times, and really improve on the guitar neck as well, because the more you do that, the more you jam with other players, or even with yourself in these kind of looper settings, the better you'll become ultimately, and the more familiar you'll become with the neck. You'll hit a couple of notes that may not sound right, so you either incorporate that into your playing, or you just figure out like, oh, why was that wrong? You might want to go back to your scales, you might want to go back to your fingering, and then you can improve like that and basically have your own jam buddy in your bedroom playing with you whenever you're ready.